discuss the data set. Are you able to see my screen now? I have shared my screen, the CSV file.
Yes, we can see the screen.
Okay, I think let's get started because it's already late for you guys. Thanks again for joining. So yeah, me and Manoj were discussing about the data yesterday, and the point of discussion point was the total. The total given in the data set. For me, when I checked all the queries, I thought it may not be required or I can ignore. And the queries I built or I verified the queries manually also I checked, and then I felt it is not useful. But again, the point raised by Manoj also a valid one. So we thought let's have some interactive discussion to see how about others and everyone thinks about it. Because just to give a summary, see, we have the data for each state, right? So if you see this one column, and if I do the sum, right? So the summation is 467044, which is matching to the total here, which is as expected. But now if you see this column, right, NA, and the main point was Manoj raised was, what if they give a sum and one column might be deliberately they might have put a NA, so we should be able to repopulate like that. But if I see now, if you see this particular column, the D column, which I just highlighted, let me just take a sum of this one. Okay, road accidents during 2020. So it has one NA. So if I see all the rows except total, I see the sum 366138, which is matching here. And my assumption was NA means not available, means for this particular state, we don't have data for this particular field called road accidents during 2020. And even they excluded this one. If it is 0, then we can say the data is available, but the reported count was 0. So that was my understanding. But the point Manoj raised was also valid one. They might have interpreted, deliberately. But for this example, I do see that NA can be ignored. I mean, the data was not available. So whatever data is available, they have just taken the sum out of it. But the another
ignored means ultimately instead of NA 0, if you put also value will be sum up will be same only.
Correct, correct. See, 0, see, NA and 0 are two different things, right? See, 0 means.
But that's only for sum, no?
NA, yeah.
NA, if you put 0, sum will be same only. But instead of NA, if you put some other value instead of 0, then it will be different value. But we don't know exactly. I only ignoring means that particular field we can ignore for summing.
Correct. That is true. See, the point is 0 means the data was reported and it was 0. But here, for this particular state, this field, we don't have any data. And so it's NA. Right? That's how, yeah. And the main trick was whether the sum was different. Say if the sum was saying, say if sum is like this 366 140, okay, example. And if I do the sum, if I do the sum, I'm seeing the sum say coming around 3661338, and which is less than 2. Then I can say, okay, this NA should be 2. So that's what Manoj, a valid point.
One point is that for all the column sum, if we do it and see wherever n is there, if we ignore for summing those field, and if we see total sum if given, that variation is there, that time what we should do, the difference value is that particular NA, but we don't know how many NA are there, how many NA fields are there.
Correct. Yeah, that's what actually. So if you see for this column, there is one NA, but we don't have that kind of situation where the other field sum is less than the total. It means,
No,
it
one thing
means,
is, suppose there are 10 NA, but all difference may be 2 or 3. That may be possible. So we don't know how many NA are there. For that, actually, we just difference. We cannot tell that NA is only one field. Mean we can subtract and tell that that value
no,
difference.
data is very small. No, see, data is the data is very small. We can go one by one. See, example for this column, if we see, if I sum it up, right, and I can say at this point, saying if I sum all the fields, it is coming exactly. I'll just take it off because confusion is there. So what I'm saying, in this scenario, if I sum all the fields, it is coming around 366138, which is matching to the exactly what they have given. So we are fine. If it is different, then we would have thought about repopulating this NA. But in this case, it is not there. Probably we can move to the next one. Okay, next column. So if you see this column, yeah.
Actually, if you see all the column having only one NA, I think.
Correct.
Huh?
Yeah, see, they might see it. See, the way, if I'm a professor, no, and if I have to give an assignment, what I would do, I would deliberately, I will take off some values in each column and put NA. So I want the students to think about this trick and repopulate the value, right? So that was the idea. That was the trick. Just wanted to check if that is the scenario. But
in this case, we can handle if there is only one NA in each column means we can do it.
exactly, we can do it, but it is matching, right? So the scenario is not that way. So we don't need to do anything at this case, in this case, because if you see the sum is matching to this one. But the funny thing is that if you see the sum for this particular
Uh,
column, right? E column.
so Yogesh, it's
Yeah.
also mentioned we have to replace NAs with zeros, right? So in the in the assignment itself, it's mentioned.
Oh, I didn't see. Is it? I didn't
Yep.
see.
It is mentioned like we have to replace NAs with zero, that is data pre-processing, and there is one more thing, we have to keep the total column, and whenever we are retrieving some data, we have to take care of that. So we should not remove the total column as well.
Yeah. See, I'm not removing. What I'm saying
No, that's
in.
those two things they highlighted in red.
Okay. Yeah. Let me
So
check
they even
quickly.
mentioned.
Yeah. Let me see. I haven't seen that, to be honest. So it's BDS. What I'm saying, I haven't removed it from the data set. What I have done is when I build the queries, I excluded that total, and also I will tell you why I excluded. So assignment. This is just an interactive session. Feel free to put your comment because I might be wrong or something, right? So it will be good if you have any other thoughts, you can just let us know. So where do you see that one? Selva, you right? You check. You said right. Yanes. Where do you see that they have said you can put 0? Because I do not see here. Is there any other place you checked?
Open the statement.
Yeah.
Open the problem statement.
You mean the document?
Yes.
Okay, let me open the document.
Yeah, it's in the problem statement document.
Okay, yeah. And I mean, I don't want to influence my thoughts, okay? But when I looked at the query, I thought ENA is as good as 0 in our data pertaining to the queries they asked. It's opening. Let's see. Yeah, document is being opened. So anyways, if they are saying NS to be replaced by 0, it is also fine. And we are not even, I'm not saying we should ignore. I mean, we should remove. I'm just ignoring it. I mean, I can show you how I did it.
If in the assessment they have told that it has to be replaced, means replaced with 0 means already there is only one NF per column in the data set.
Yeah,
And
scroll little down, fifth
Yeah.
one.
Okay. You are expected to find out. Okay.
Okay, but in my document I could see. Probably my teammates added. I'm sorry. Like that is something. It's an exception or so.
See,
Whatever I pasted, right? Those two
even
lines I could see in the
see,
document.
even if you see, even that document, that comments, right, it is not making any difference, I would say. Okay, I mean, even if they are, as we don't see, yeah, we can say, we are not ignoring actually, right? We are not ignoring NA. I mean, we are not removing this total first thing. And even if we take 0, it doesn't make any difference. So what I have done, I can show, but before that also I wanted to highlight one more thing. So this says is total, right? So in general, what we assume is it is just sum of the values, right? Like this or this or this, right? But if you see this case, and if I do the sum, it is not the sum. See, if you see the sum, it is coming around 1301.4, but the total shows something different. Average is 36. Probably it is average, but we don't know. But my understanding is that when they say total, I mean the aggregation, they should not have a sum and average together in a single row. So this is also something not valid if I look at it. But altogether, when I build my queries, okay, I thought I haven't used this column at all. Only one query I have referred this column, but that is also I have ignored it actually. And I can show that also. A particular example now, if you want to find out the see the query was of the top state which has something higher records, right? The state which is having the high number of road accidents in during 2018, correct? So if you
but
see that
total how it is required. Suppose only among the state only it will be there. But total means all together sum up. But if which is having the highest number of accident, in that cases, will it require total value? I don't think.
no,
How it is.
total is not required. What I'm saying, see, there is one query where it was asked to find the total for that particular, say, example, road accidents during 2018. Let me tell you one which exactly. See here. Query number 11, find the total number of road accidents during 2018, right? So if, in this case, you have two options, okay? Either you can sum this up, excluding total, right? Or you can directly use this one, which is same, answer is same. What I did is, what I preferred or what I did was just ignore this one from my query, not from the data set, and I got the same answer. But apart from this, there was no, I didn't feel the total was anywhere referred. I mean, you can take any query. See, they have asked a particular state or particular field, right? But if you see, there is a query called, highest, right? See, second one, which state had the highest number of road accidents in 2019, right here. Now, if you see, if you don't ignore the total, right, it will show up this as a highest because ultimately this is a sum, which is the highest row in the data set. So if you do not ignore this row record, this will show up as a highest one, correct? So in the query, we have to ignore this record, and then whatever the state-wise records are there, among them we have to find which state has the highest record, highest road accidents in 2019. I think it's like
So yes, it's like always we have to ignore a state called total, like state not equal to total, and then proceed with the queries, right?
yes, that's my. I mean, that's how I did.
Even they even mentioned on the fourth point, like you are supposed to utilize the appropriate data pre-processing. Little up, yeah, the first three lines. Fourth
Yeah.
one, data pre-processing. If you see, they even mentioned like make appropriate assumptions and make
Yeah.
it explicitly known while using them in the query.
Yeah, and also if you see, again, if you do a pre-processing, right? Suppose you are manipulating something, so you have to use like say Python or something, right? Example, you are using Python notebook and doing some pre-processing, but then you have to also submit the Python notebook also. But as part of the deliverable, they only expect two files, one the PDF and the second is MP4, like the recording. But what I have done is so far whatever I have built the queries, I thought see the way I did is not equal to the state is not equal to total. So I ignore this one, right? And then
Okay.
my query is like this. And also what I did was whatever the output of this query, say if I execute this query, okay.
Mhm.
So if I execute this query and I get the output, right? These are the lowest, that's what they ask, right? What are the top 5 states with the lowest accidents per lakh population during 2017? If I do this manually also, what was the field? Accidents per lakh population during 2017, right? Population. Per lakh population.
Is it included that NA also?
Yes, you can. In a summary, you don't have to worry about NA actually. In summary, I mean, you don't have to change it to 0 or you don't have to do anything specially to do this.
Okay. Our question is like lowest
Yeah.
accident, last
Yeah.
5 means that included that NA or excluded NA?
It doesn't matter. See, NA means I'll come to this point. Okay, let me show
Okay.
you. See, the accidents per lakh population during 17, right? This one, right? So let me just sort it out by say smallest on top. Okay. Now what I want is top 5, right? Here.
Yes, yes.
Correct. Now Lakshadweep, Mizoram, Bihar, West Bengal, and Tripura, right? And the output is CC, same thing. Now you might have a question, NA, right? And if you take NA, right, if you take NA as 0, then what will happen? You know, the result will be different because now that NA record will come here also because it's lowest, right? What was the column name? Population. Here. And NA was here somewhere, here, Telangana. So Telangana has no data for this particular field, okay? But if you take 0, okay, what I would suggest now, if you are considering NA as 0, what will happen? The result will be different. The Telangana will come here at the top here because it is having less record, right? Then you have to, yeah.
But somebody told that pre-processing they have in the assignment mentioned that NA will be replaced by 0 before you go for operation.
No, they haven't mentioned. They were mentioning if you're doing some pre-processing or whatever your assumption you're doing, you have to mention that in the query. So that's what I'm saying. If you are mentioning, right, if you are assuming NA as 0 in the document or in your query, when you build a PDF, right, you clearly mention we are assuming NA as 0. Why? Because in that case, this right, what was the this column, right? Yeah, let me hide this one for the easy check. Okay. So just a second. Yeah, here, right? Okay, here. So this is the smallest one, right? That's why we are getting this one. But if you consider NA as 0, then NA is Telangana. This will be 0 and this will be the top first. So Tripura will be out. if you are using that, if you are considering NA as 0, mention in the result, in your query or in document saying we are assuming NA as 0, and based on that we are building queries. Then whatever result you'll get, you'll leave Telangana here, and this will be out. So they might, I would say in that case they should be okay. Actually, they should not deduct mark or like that, because you have clearly mentioned the assumption. But in my case, I'm not making any assumption, right? So what I'm assuming is NM is no data available, and whatever data available, among that I see these are the 5 states which have the lowest values in the 2017 accidents per lakh population, and that's how I get the result too. So you're getting my point, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So otherwise, NA is not a.
But in maximum cases, whenever any of the query is telling sum of all, that time there may be some state having a NA field. That time NA you are ignoring or making 0 and summing.
See here. See, find the total number of road accidents during 2018, right? Correct. Now, if you see, let me, okay, here 2018, right? So this is the query you have to build, right? Now, either you have to submit here, except total. Okay, now I have sorted, right? So except total, okay. Yeah, here. So if you see the sum, right, except total, you have to sum, then you will get the same answer, or you can just select the total row and this field, and this you'll get the same answer. Understood? So what I'm doing here, in my case, I'm ignoring total here. State is not equal to total. I'm ignoring total. I'm just saying group by null and get that sum of the total like road accidents during 2018. So I'm doing this one. So all the rows sum and ignore the total, exclude total. I'm getting the same answer. Either you choose this one field or you do the sum. Both are same.
Suppose the E column, there is, because in B column there is no NA is there. Suppose in E column, assume that you have to sum up, excluding total. In E column, NA is there. Any field.
There is no question on this. For your information, there is no question here. But again, even if you do sum right here, if you see I excluding the total, if I do the sum, it is coming around 366,138. Here at the bottom you see 366,138, and this is exactly same here also 366,138. So either you do this sum or you can directly use the value for the total row. So for this row total, just select the field. You don't have to do aggregate here. In this case, you don't have to do this aggregation, right? There are 2 approaches actually for the 11th query. So yeah,
we can say like this, right? Even if it is NA, the query, it is not considering that data if it is NA other than numerical. So we don't have to do anything. We don't have to do anything. By default, it will assume that it is not available. It is a string data, so it should not include that. Correct?
Exactly. See, if you see there are some records, some data points where there is a value 0. Let me see.
Can you show one query where you are just, whenever you are fetching the value NA, you are ignoring.
No, I'm not ignoring any. Okay,
I'm not ignoring. Sudev Das, the MongoDB is designed in such a way that when you are using a numerical value, when you are querying for something which is numerical, and if the data is not numerical, it ignores by itself. It's like an inbuilt function.
Exactly. You don't have to do anything for that spatial. And if you see 0, right, I was mentioning, right, 0. See, there are some values for which the data is reported and it is 0. But there are some values for which there is NA, means for some reason the data was not available, right? Not available, likewise. But I would say if you are considering this NA as 0, okay, your queries definitely will change. At least this query will change. I was telling, right, the last query.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
you
are
have
right.
to, yeah. So you have to mention that, otherwise, no, they might, I don't know what they will assume, right? Then you might lose a mark over there. But if you are, I mean, I'm going to say, okay, we are not assuming anything. We are considering NA as not applicable, no data available. That's what I'm going to mention in my, the email when I will submit. But in just summary, you don't have to worry about NA. Okay, this is very simple. I don't want to confuse you more. Okay. Even if you ignore NA, this total, you will be able to build queries and you can get the output. And definitely, I would recommend when you get an output, you can validate like the way I did right now. So I got this one right for this column. I checked this lowest, right? Then I sorted by low to high, and I got the same states, right? Just to be sure, you're getting the same output. Any thoughts from anyone? Or any other thoughts? Are you all like agreeing this point? Let's do it this way.
Yeah, we agree with this point because it gives the result what is expected.
Yeah, it gives result is what is expected. That is for sure. I mean, there are two ways now. You if you are assuming NA to 0, mention it. So whatever output you'll get, accordingly you are producing the output. Otherwise, you can just say NA. I'm assuming NA is not available. So that should be fine. And I'm going with the second approach. I'm not assuming NA as 0.
Actually, there is another way you can actually calculate NA because there are many columns here which are interdependent.
How do you calculate? How do you
Like,
calculate? Yeah.
You see, there you have a column. Let's say persons injured in year 2017. Okay, and then you have injury per lakh population. Okay, in 2017, your population per state in lakhs, you can calculate with another field, and then you can actually calculate the even if the value is mentioned not NA, you can actually calculate from the persons injured and the population in lakh for that particular state. So that can also be done.
Okay, let me tell you one for this now. I'll just tell you. See, this has 131714. Okay, total, and this is same here. Now it has NA, and if I go with that logic, okay, your point is valid, no doubt. But if you look at the data already, if whatever data already I have, right, and if I sum right total states, I'm getting the sum is 131714, which is given in the sum here. But if we do some extra logic and come up with some value for NA, no, right? Then, say example, if I instead of NA, I come with 100, right? Then you will see the output now, it is different, right? Now it's 814.
Which column we are referring to?
Yeah, person skilled in 2020. I'm just saying the example, just to give an example, your logic is right, but the data which we are provided here, it is not like that. That's what I want to say.
No, but if you see person skilled in year 2020, right? Share in death year 2020 is 0. Okay, which means actually we can make this 0. But again, it depends.
Yeah, I mean, you see here there is no NA, so no question.
No, what I'm trying to say is NA is there. Actually, this field is related to another field. Okay, and if this makes an impact to our query, then we can actually see if we can calculate it. Okay, based on the interrelation between both these columns or some of the columns. If it is not making any difference, let us leave NA as NA.
Yeah, for me, for my analysis, I didn't see any difference, to be honest. And that's the reason I thought maybe this NA and this total, they are not useful for me. So I'm not using this. I'm not removing. Okay, I'm not removing from the data set. If you see, I have the same data is there, but when I'm building queries, in some queries I'm ignoring total, because I know if I don't ignore the total, it will impact my result. That will not be accurate.
That
Yeah.
should be done actually.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with whatever you're saying. The only thing is there is another option which I'm also indicating, that apart from
yeah. But for that, I mean, for that you need to know the the dependency, functional dependency between this data set, right? How they are calculated, which I think we don't have. So whatever data in our context for this assignment, I think they are not expecting that sort of thing. Okay. Yeah. See, you're supposed to utilize appropriate data pre-processing techniques on the given data set. If required, make appropriate assumptions if required, and make it explicitly known while using them in the query. So make appropriate selection of the attribute with sound justification for the same. The data set allows for several new combinations of attributes, exclusions.
Yes, Manoj.
Yeah, because see, for this, what I think, no, we definitely need to know the, how they are interrelated. I mean,
yes,
we can
actually,
try.
If we are trying to do that, it will take more time. Actually,
Yes.
I started working on it, but then I have to. It is not straightforward. If we are just going with the data set, it is more simpler. It depends on.
If you see the queries, right, they are very, very simple queries. Very simple. See, for what state, which field, how much the data was reported, right?
Should we ask? Because it's only 1 mark, and okay, what would be the least mark which they give? Let's say we don't do any pre-processing, or we leave this. Actually,
I mean,
if they want us to do this dependency check and come up with a value, they should be actually giving more marks. Let's say 3 marks or 4 marks. Just for 1 mark, I don't know why we. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, but yeah.
If that is the only question which we have to put additional efforts, we can put. But if you have to put for all questions, it will take some time for us.
Yeah. But suppose if you do something, what output you are getting, that is also, I mean, if it is same thing, then there is no point, right? I mean, if you're getting some different output, right? So this is like.
Now, my question, to a question, why they kept 2 marks compared to other all question 1 marks? Something extra maybe have to do, huh?
This one, right? Is this is the column, right? Accidents per lakh population in 2017, right? Accident per lakh population during 2017. So only thing is exactly what we can do here is NA and top with lowest accent for lowest this one. Yeah, but if you see that, I see this is low value, right? This is low value. This is low value. I mean, if I sort it, I will get the same thing. I'm also not sure why they put 2 marks, but I yeah. Okay, yeah. See here, right? See, but see. But now example, okay, Manoj, if you do this, right, the sum is 13101, right? And they have given 35 only. So the difference would be 70, correct? Around 70, not 70, the 100, the difference.
No.
Oh, 1000 actually.
It will be 1000. It is
exactly 1000 plus. And if you
the total is not right in this case.
then you have to also yeah, but they have given total. No, they should have given like another row here, like average actually. In that case, I mean, what I feel, they should have given like another row with average, and this should be here, and the actual total should be here. Like the total actually is like this, right?
Can
Yeah.
Manus, hi, Manus, this is Nagesh.
Yeah.
We can take pivot table out of this and put it, or we can select it for the average and everything, right? We can give options for some average and all. It directly comes. But yeah, correct. MongoDB only, just for the sake of the cross verification with the MongoDB results.
I mean, you can play with what I would say now, instead of complicating, right? You can get the manually, you can check here, and whatever query you build, see the output if they match or not, right? That way you will be confident, okay, the query built and whatever answer you are getting from the query, and it is matching what you are doing manually, right?
Yeah, for that purpose only.
Yeah, I mean, if you try to do in MongoDB, it will take time. I mean, unless you are good in MongoDB queries.
Yeah.
But
just to validate the answers, we get it from MongoDB. We can just, the filter method and average, that's what we are doing here, and total, however, it is given already total. But while taking the average of everything, then we have to be vigilant on the total that they have given, because it also can be taken in this while in Excel operation.
Yeah,
we have to take this out, that is preferred to take out this total, maybe from the database. I'm not sure, but yeah.
No, but yeah, I mean, I'm not taking, I mean, I'm not removing. If you see the data, actually original data I'm using, but in my certain queries, I'm ignoring this call. Like I said, no, like here,
correct.
Yeah, like say not equal total. So this will not hamper. I mean, if even if I don't put this one, it will not hamper anything. But for this total number of road accidents, right, I have to put this one. If I don't put, since the total is having the maximum value, it will be the top one, it will come, which is not correct. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly. So for this query, definitely need to have this condition.
Yeah.
But again, like let's not remove the total row from the data set. Just see, for me, I just imported the CSV file into the database, okay, using the Mongo import command. And once I did, I just built queries. I haven't removed anything, no manipulation, nothing. Just based on the data, I just built queries and then I just manually validated.
Yeah, that is the ideal situation. That because we have to just dump the data, we take the entire file into Mongo and play with that.
Exactly. And maybe whatever assumptions we make, it's better to like mention in that email body. Okay, these are the assumptions during submission.
Correct.
But again, for me, at this point, I don't know why they put 2 marks and what exactly, I mean, we can do extra just to be securing 2 marks. because because the output here, right, it's getting the manually validated, and this is also same, right?
Yeah.
And if I consider the sum, this will be again 1000 something, but since I'm only looking for lowest one, this anyways will be ignored, right?
Yeah.
So I mean that extra thing also will not help.
Correct.
It is just only limit is 5. That's it. That's the only difference.
Yeah, correct.
But if anybody has time and interest, right, they can always do. If something different comes up, but just in case of any assumption, no, just put those explicitly. So in case any conflict discussion, no, you can always say, okay, you have made the assumptions clear, and that's what they also highlighted, right? If you have any assumptions, you can just make appropriate assumption and make it explicitly known while they in the query.
In
Yeah,
the
that is
query,
definitely.
pretty, what it is doing, pretty? Just can you show the query?
Pretty is just to see the output in a nice way. Actually, nothing else. Like this is just if you have multiple records, no, it will just see the output. It's not like it's optional. For the displaying, this will show the data in just a nice format, because we also have to capture the screenshot, right? While building a CSV, a PDF, right? So we have to put like this, right? For under each query, we have to attach a screenshot right here. Because they if you see.
But actually, that can be, I mean, copied from any other. Actually, the screenshot, it should be, I think, shown that you are belong. I mean, it is our. I mean, the owner of the code. That is there any way that you could capture with the ID or something like that in the code?
Sorry, Sudhir.
Yes,
no, the thing is, while giving the screenshot of our code, okay. So what is the proof that it is ours, like yours or mine or something like that?
No,
because
I even don't see like that one.
That is actually, that's my thought. Like maybe that's the proof that
to differentiate,
we can,
right? How we can differentiate.
Exactly.
That's
And
why they need that MP4 recording, I believe. See.
MP4
insert is not telling. Actually, only you have to write the query for each question, and then you take a video, and while taking the video you have to execute the command and show the output, and that video you have to upload along with your PDF file. That's what I think somehow it is.
The screen recording, you mean to say that video means it's a screen recording? Or
I have done the screen recording, okay, because what I did know, if you see on Windows, if you the keys are window key, alt key, and R. If you press all together, the screen recording will start.
Window Alt and
R. R for Robert.
Okay, I'll stop it here, and for stop.
Yeah, it will show on the right top. It will show the small window. It shows the time it's increasing, and when you want to stop, just there's a stop. You can just click on that and you can see the clock. Maybe I can, if you want, I can show 1 second.
Yeah. Yeah, something is so easy.
I'm just starting. Okay, I will show you how it looks. It's coming 1 second.
It is Windows default commands or any other specific outside application.
Yeah, Windows it's default actually. Probably if your Windows version is different, no, it might be different. But for my Windows 10, yeah, see here you can see. So if you press this Alt Shift R, correct, it will start like this. It will show timer, and when you want to stop, you just say stop. It's simple, and then you can just say go there, and then it will show all the recordings. Like here for me, let me see, having a different screen.
Actually, I couldn't see any recording option. I mean, in this screen, only assignment and.
Share your screen. Whoever is telling that.
I'm sharing, right? You could see, right?
Oh, okay. No, actually, it is not visible.
Oh, okay. I already from the starting only. I have a screen share. if you see now, the Assignment1 portal for the BDS is shown. How about others? Yeah.
This one is okay, but the recording, while recording.
Oh, recording, no? Yeah, recording. I told you. See, if I press Alt, Window, and R, and you will see on the right here, a small toolbar come. Not here now. I mean, actually, I have a double screen. Okay, so 1 second.
I think that will not be visible when you share the screen. I think Windows.
Yeah. I think might be. Yeah.
You have to reshare again both screens.
No. It's by default. Windows does it, I guess.
I don't. But did you see like last time, or I can try again?
No, do it again.
Let me do one thing. Let me share my another screen. Okay, let me see. Stop share. I'll just try to show you how it looks like. It's very simple. Huh? Okay. So let me know if you are able to see my screen. Okay.
Yeah.
You can see, right? Now, if I have this one, right? Example, if I have this one right here, correct? So what will happen now? What will happen when you record, right? It will only record this window. Okay. Other window, nothing will be recorded. Only this window, whatever you do. Yeah, I'll show you now. See, I'll show you. Okay. See. Okay. Let me start. Okay.
Yes.
R. Yeah, see here. Okay. Now, whatever I do right here. Okay, let me run one more query here.
But we're not seeing the timer.
Your recording I'm not able to see. Only your command window I'm able to see.
That's what I was telling.
Okay. Timer. Okay, you are not seeing. Okay, I will.
Maybe we will try from our end. If I'll just attempt. Windows Alt R, right? Yeah.
See, I will show you. I'll just take a snippet.
Yeah, it's recording for me. Yeah, it's starting actually giving recording red and pause button is also there. I think.
Yeah. I'll see like this one. Let me show you. Are you able to see my screen now? Here?
Yes.
Snippet,
I could able to see this. Yeah, same icon I'm also looking. Yes.
You can click here. It will stop. Okay. Once you stop, it will bring another window and let me know. See the game clip recorded. Okay. Do you see this gallery window now?
No, one question is that whether
not gallery, no gallery. Command prompt only we can see.
Okay, you are not see. Okay, fine. Let me now. I will just open. Okay, and okay, you are not able to see, right? I don't know. Probably it is not getting shared.
Whether we have to give a snapshot for the comment query or just comment only.
I'll show you how it did. So if you open that now, it will just record. I will just play some recording here. Okay. So there will be no voice. I mean, nothing. It will just record the screen. That's it.
Oh, voice will not be recorded. Huh?
No. But if you want to say voice, I think there is an option there next to each other.
Yeah. I think there is a mute is there. The turn microphone on.
If you do that and if you speak, probably it will record that too.
I think that is the option. I think.
Do you see now my screen here, the recording?
Yes. Yeah. Correct.
So this is how it will happen. See.
Oh, I think it is Xbox thing. Windows Xbox.
Thing. Yes.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Probably you might use another tool, but for me, I was just trying and quickly I got this and it was really easy and simple, right?
Wonderful.
See, I just it was simple, right?
Yeah, it's simple. Yeah, correct.
In 2 minutes, I was able to record. I mean, this thing. I just ran one query.
I think maybe even for the recording also, our name actually maybe in code itself. I think maybe we can give the code. One comment kind of code actually that is a kind of it is recorded by this one from the screen of your name or maybe Yogesh Yogesh
something
right?
Yes
you can Yogesh code something like that.
You can do like that. You can start something on top and then connect to Mongo shell, right? Like this example. See when I start recording, right?
Yeah.
Say CLS. Okay, so I will just say, okay, I mean, this is Yogesh and team, right? Our team, and we are starting this thing, and then you can just continue the query. That also you can do.
Nice.
But this is just a simple way you can record the screen. I mean, if you record if you try to record on a mobile or something like, no, I don't know how it will be, or you have to.
Not required, only screen recording, huh?
Yeah, they just want the evidence, right? That you are running the query and the output is coming, right?
That's okay, but no, voice is not required. No, only just you will keep on executing the command and recording.
I played the recording, my recording, and it's working nice.
Speak,
with very crystal clear voice. Yes.
Yes.
I could able to hear your voice and my voice also.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you see, that's what, if you have that, no, you can, there's an option to enable voice. If you can speak, you can speak while you run the query, like query 1, query 2, or query 3. In the introduction, you can say, okay, I am this
is
and we are
by
a group 100. Yes. And now
Yeah.
we are recording all the MongoDB queries for this assignment, right?
Yes.
And then you take one query at a time. You also mention, okay, now executing query 1, query 2.
Yeah.
So likewise, you can do that too.
Correct.
And the other easiest way we can do is setting up a Teams meeting with your team member, and then one can present a screen and you can record it.
Yes. But you know what?
Actually, for the combined all the people, actually for the particular
I do agree
number.
This Yogesh one is the easiest one. But in
Yeah,
case if somebody wants
no,
to
the one you are
Teams
saying, no, that is
recording,
also perfect one.
like that.
Yes. So that you can join all your members in a video, maybe video mode. And then only thing, no, you cannot do on Bits Teams. Okay, you don't have an option to record. I mean, as I tried earlier, even if you schedule a meeting, there will be no option to record. Probably you have to join as a person through personal email and then record the session.
That's actually, that can be done from anything, right? Google also.
Now
Google Meet also.
You can see now. Can we record now?
I recorded already. It's working.
Then it is fine, right?
Yeah. You can see recording. We already do, no, like normally also, like last session, I think Manoj or someone recorded, right? That way you can record. But if you want proper, no, you can also like two options. The way I showed, or second option, like someone mentioned, right? You can set up a meeting with your group and start the recording. And just you can just run all the queries. Or just think about the size at the end, okay? And try to run the queries fast and try to keep it as much as less. For my all the queries, I see it's 2 minutes and 6 seconds like that, and it is like
you done it within that time, okay?
Yeah. 60 MB something like that.
Yeah, actually, you make the queries ready at one go. We can run everything and record while performing that query. That's it, right? Running the queries.
Correct. So what I did now, I have all the queries I put like in the notepad 1, 2, 3. I just copy paste here and that way. So it was quicker one. Yeah.
That is the best option.
Yeah. But again,
I don't know whether I have disturbed you because I joined just now. That's why.
Hey, no problem. Actually,
thanks.
It's not late, but I know it's late for you guys. I really appreciate your time and input. But this was a good discussion. For me, it was good.
Yeah.
But I just thought probably that kind of logic or extra pre-processing, right? It is not required. Yeah. The dataset is not complex. It is a simple though.
By the way, you were doing Mongo Shell platform to do this?
For me, I tried online earlier, like in the last session.
Cloud.
Okay. But now what I did now, I have a MongoDB installed. And if you see here, I'm just like I just installed on my machine actually here.
Yes.
If you see MongoDB, version MongoDB is the version, or if you see Mongo, this Mongo Shell version.
Yeah.
I mean, you don't have to. You just have to install this one. If you download the archive, I just set like version 3.6. Automatically, the Mongo shell will be there. I think if you download latest version, there will be no Mongo shell. It is depreciated, and now you have to use the Mongo actually.
Yeah, Mongo.
Mongo tried.
You have to give the variables. What is it? The variable path we need to give, right?
Yeah. Mongosh, I simple queries I was struggling. I mean, then I thought, okay, instead of just doing more research on Mongosh, why don't I just install the little older version and just use Mongo? For the sake of this assignment, it is simple queries, right? That's what I thought. And then I installed MongoDB server. And then just what you have to do is just one command prompt. You just have to run MongoDB, and then in second you just try to connect. That's it, right? This is the simple. Yeah. This is also simple one. But I guess I know some people do not want to set up locally. They might be using office laptop like that.
And that yeah, that cloud version will work.
Yeah, but I don't know. And if you are using the office laptop and then yeah, how will you record and take the recording out of that, right? When this was simple for me.
You attempted in Compass?
Yeah, I tried the Compass both. I mean, I set up MongoDB on the Atlas. I connected from Atlas. Also, I connected through the Atlas also. Instead of Compass, there is some data.
Atlas is for cloud, right?
Yes.
Atlas is for cloud, and this one that actually for that we need a network, and for locally we can do it without
internet. Yes.
Yeah, without internet. That's the local, and that is in Compass and the command prompt both.
Yes. For me, it was just only command prompt, nothing Compass, nothing. But so I can do it offline. But and if somebody prefers, they can open an account on Atlas, like I showed last time, and then they can. There is a like a free cluster, right? You can use that. You can create a database. You can import the CSV. Data will be available. Just to query. Now again, you have two options. Either you can use Atlas data some service where you can write queries there itself on the portal web, or you can use the this one Compass right here. Compass. Again, you have to give the connection string and you can connect. So the data would be on the cloud and you are querying from the local machine, likewise remotely.
Both we can put it in local, right? From this one, what is it? Compass, from Compass. And in that, actually, I had a difficulty. I questioned the professor also, but he asked me to check with the assignment coordinator. The question is, how can we can extract the output and we can export it in text or whatever the form, but can we save the code part in text file? What we have done here is we created code in txt, sorry, notepad, and we copied this into command prompt, right? So can we in Mongosh, we directly we can write code in that, and can we export that one into, can we convert that one into text? It is vice versa. That's what my thought.
I mean, you can put all the queries into a single file. You can call it as a script. And then you have to put some more logic. See, I mean, we can definitely do a lot of things. I think even Manoj also.
I think the time is out. That's why. Okay. I think Manoj, I'm not disturbing you guys because I'm asking the. I think these are some doubts that I thought of. Yeah. Thank you. No, the thing is, actually, what I think Vinay, right? Vinay has done is he formulated the queries in text and put it in the command shell window, and he executed. Okay, and when we do the queries, design the queries in the query prompt in the Mongosh itself, the directly, right, without opening that. Mongo's Compass, we can build there directly it automatically populates the queries, I mean the variables, whatever that actually automatically, like the SQL and automatically the window, sorry, Visual Basic code editor, just something like that. It automatically populates, and we can select whatever the required variables or something like that, and we can aggregate the aggregation functions and everything we can do. And post that we will generate output, and that output will be exported to text or Excel file or something like that. But here the code to be exported to Excel, sorry, TXT file. That's what I thought.
I have one doubt meanwhile. So if we are using Mongo Compass, right, can we just, there we are not writing query explicitly. We can
where Compass we can write it, right? That's the exercise, right?
Not the exact query, right? We just do the filtering and things. It's a very small thing, not like explicit queries like what Yogesh was showing, right? So is it allowed to submit? If we are, can we record Mongo Compass only and write the small queries, and if we submit, is it acceptable? Do you guys know?
I think we actually, that's a different window. That's it. Both are the same windows.
Yeah, I think.
Yeah, please.
Yeah. So I think as long as you are able to run a query, output is correct, and they are able to see your query and output, it should be fine. You can use any tool, I mean.
Okay, but is there a way in Mongo Compass to convert that into like JSON query? Do you have any idea?
No, man. Have to explore. Anyone,
Yeah.
anyone else?
No clue, Yogesh.
Yeah.
I was just exploring. If I get to know, I'll just push it in the group.
Yeah, please. Yeah.
Yeah, you can definitely explore. I mean, what I would do now, what I would recommend, right? Instead of exploring on the tool, maybe put more efforts on the query, just to play with query and understand, because tools there may be more, right? That your queries and that logic would help you more.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, definitely we want, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We can share. Yeah.
Nice, you done it in okay, Compass only.
Yeah.
Mongosh, yeah.
Mongosh.
It's can you little bit bigger? That's okay.
Yeah. Yeah, this sort of thing you can do. Yeah, this will be helpful, like to understand loops.
Yeah, this is easier way, right? Rather than of putting in the command prompt.
Same thing. This is also prompt only, right?
This is, of course, this is also prompt only, but relatively, I think it's I'm not sure, but I don't know much actual coding. Colorful.
This is just a, the advanced command prompt, you can say.
Yeah.
But only thing, no, Mongosh, I mean, there might be some different syntax, because I think when I tried the same queries on Mongosh, it didn't work easily. That's why I just came back to simple this one.
Any version variance is there? Yours is just before.
No, I just tried the latest one, like download latest. Couple of queries I tried, but then when I was trying the same, it was a little different. Yeah, probably some syntax like this.
Okay. Okay, how many years? Okay.
Yeah. I would, Manoj, what I would say, no, this is a good thing, but see, we have some time for BDS, right? Probably DL is quite a little early, right, to submit, and it is tougher than this. Maybe you can spend more time there. Yeah. Uh-huh. Uh. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly. SP, streaming, right? There is one paper, AWS, right? Kinesis, right? Same. Yeah, probably I think someone who is working in AWS. I'm using Azure actually. I mean, I've gone through AWS earlier. I know, I mean, high level, but someone who is in AWS, working in that, I think they will have it will be easy for them. Yeah. Yeah, only one doubt I have in that assignment, right? If you see the last point, it mentions, I'm not sure, are they expecting us to build something in AWS with those services, or just through the paper? I mean, okay. Uh-huh. Yeah, just one slide. Okay. Yeah, because I mean, it is not possible for everyone, right? Like me or many people who are not in AWS, because it's not that easy. Mm-hmm. Maybe, yeah, we can ask them as well. But I even think that it's a very straightforward, easy one, right? Yeah. Mhm. But what is the timeline? I think it's 25 or 26, right? For that spa. Okay. My plan was, I have already finished BDS on the same day actually, and then just my group members want to try. We are just holding the submission, but I'm thinking once we complete DL, right, on 20th, then we will start on spa, because I don't think it will take more than a day or more than 2 days. It's all the theory. Yeah, DL is something looks little difficult. Yeah, they have given template. Yeah, last I remember last ML, it was good actually. I really enjoyed last one. I mean the things, but now it's like all different, right? I've gone through the lectures. I'm trying to understand, think like how to start. But at least assignments are a good way to do some hands-on. Otherwise, it will be difficult.
Yeah.
That's true. And these sessions, I mean, I was not able to join because of the timing actually. But these sessions really is full. I mean, whoever joins, any doubts, right? I think these are quite good discussions. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, nice. It's too late for you guys in India. How about anything else, or we can discuss later also then?
Yeah. I think maybe tomorrow, if I have any doubts, I'll catch you up. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Thanks again, guys.
Thank
Nice
you.
one.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Manoj.
Bye.
Thank you, Yogesh. Thank you, Vishwa. Yeah. Thank you, Pranila. Ruby.
Bye. Bye.
Shankar. Bye.